A live look at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Washington Huskies and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Huskies offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. Williams makes the grab on the left. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Williams looking for a man. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Here's Williams to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Quarterback may change this route. 4th down, Williams. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down. The Wildcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. run inside. It's Jackson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give on the counter. Might have a chance. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. From the red zone, it's Jackson. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running to the left. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Williams. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Snags it on the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Tries again to get it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. False start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's those kinds of mistakes that just drive you crazy. It can ruin a drive. The false start backs him up on 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Back's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Number 43, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Throwing, Williams. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. First and 10. Motion from the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete on the right side. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Punts it out of the air. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to bully their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Williams. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. They'll line up for a second down play. Williams will pass. Williams got it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They punted away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half, they can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Red Raiders in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Johnson looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Can't get him to the ground. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Turns it loose. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Huskies want to move quickly. Here's Williams to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The option, the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
They're headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
This is a design run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get a positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
All day, baby, let's go.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
under fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Williams throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Williams open on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Williams. Touchdown, Huskies. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll give it on the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number, he has confidence in himself, goes and gets the first down.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Fields. Maybe a crease. They get him on the ground. But boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tight end now in motion. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. Floats it out in space. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Washington right back to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Williams. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. 3rd down from the gun. Williams. Got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14.
Kansas State 35, Washington 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks. But at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
Here's Williams to throw. That's reeled in. It's Carr. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Williams from the gun on third down. Good timing on the quick out. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The Huskies moving quickly to the line. Williams. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Hard-hitting tackle. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Williams will pass. Safe completion on the screen. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. You're going to hear guys after these games say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just